Imagine someone get access to your AWS account. So what they can do next? They log in, try to make their access permanent, check what's inside your S3 bucket, and start downloading your data. So that's what we are going to discuss today. So let's start. So first let's log into our CyberRange platform. So basically this is an isolated environment where we have hosted all of our scenarios and playbooks. So let's navigate to our AWS scenarios. So this is the scenario which we are going to explore today. Let's see what's inside this particular scenario. So first what we are going to do, we are going to explore what is inside this particular scenario, the storyline, what is the attack flow and other things. So let's see what exactly happened. So as you can see, this is the storyline. So if you look into this particular storyline, so it is telling you that there is a company called as a Nexafin Payment. So it is using AWS to store their finance exports and vendor report in their S3 buckets. So what exactly happened? So today the SOC received a high risk alert. An IAM user performed a successful AWS console login without using MFA. So this is kind of a concerning if you have enforced in your environment that everyone should have to use MFA. So if someone is not using MFA, then there is something suspicious. So after that, there is a minute later, the same identity created access key. Okay, so whichever user have logged in using without MFA, after some time they have also created a access key inside your AWS environment. So what basically this means, that attacker wants to be there, they want a persistence inside your AWS environment, and after that they have accessed all the S3 buckets and trying to explore what they can download and what they can use. So basically what's your job in this? You have to connect all the event timelines and decide if it is a true positive or a false positive. So let's see like what exactly is the attack flow. So that is also very important if you want to understand this in a deeper perspective. Let's move to our Elastic SIEM and CTF platform for further investigation. So this is our CTF platform, and let's move to the challenges. Here we have all the challenges. So these challenges are directly mapped to our scenario which we have discussed earlier. Let's move to the ghost login one. So let's see what this one is saying. So this is basically saying like that your SOC received the alert and someone have logged in using console without using MFA. Your job is to identify which identity entered into the environment. So what you basically have to submit here, you have to submit the user which basically be identified as a user which have basically logged in without using MFA. So now let's go to our Elastic SIEM. So first you have to click on this hamburger burger menu and go to the discovery section. Then we will go back into the time and we will see all the logs. So here we have all the logs which we are going to use for the investigation. In a SOC environment, you will receive lots of logs, but if you're a SOC analyst or a threat hunter, your task is to identify patterns which are malicious. So like we have already discussed, like we have received an alert which is showing like there is a user which have logged in without using MFA. So before that you have to create a storyline which is telling like what happened before. So let's suppose like there is a console login. So how many console logins were there? Okay, if there are like hundreds of console login, how many are there successful ones? So let's suppose if you found out like there are 4 successful login attempts, like 4 users. Now you will see like how many of them are like logged in without using MFA. Then you can start the further investigation. So let's see like how many times this console login event have been triggered. So for that we will use AWS. So we have to be more specific. So as you can see, this event have been triggered 4 times. And now we will use AND operation to see the success rate of this. Like we can use AWS dot response elements and then console login, and it should be successful. So we will add success. Okay, we missed something. No. Okay, as you can see that the event name is we got the 4 times this event have been triggered, and the success rate is also 4 times. Now we will check like how many times like the user logged in without using MFA. So again we will use AND operator, and this time we use different field. MFA used, and it should be no. Okay. So as you can see, there is only 2 events which have the 3 of them, like console login is there, then the success rate is also there, then we have a no field also. That let's read more inside the log. Let me bring it little bit. It's visible. Okay, so let's see. So as you can see, like AWS event name, so console login, that user have logged in using a console. Then we have a success rate. Yes, he is able to log in. Now like if the login is without MFA, yes, so the user used login without MFA, using without MFA. Now which user is this? You can identify like using the, you can see over here that the user is Arjun Singh. Then you can also see the user identity also. So here you can see this is the Arjun Singh is the user. Now let's see if we can put this particular user in our flag also. Let's see. So CW curly braces. You can simply copy paste this one. So I have to log in, I think. Okay. Let's put that again because our session got expired. Arjun Singh and submit. Okay, so we have submitted the flag and the flag is successful. Now let's see the next flag.